Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the opening contest for these two sides, Argentina and Australia. Now, currently Argentina are sitting in 5th on the overall standings, Australia in 7th. Argentina, they did extremely well last year. They want to do exactly that for 2025 as well. And looking through at their starting lineup, it is Santiago Mari, Luciano Gonzalez, Matteo Graziano, Marcos Moneta, Joaquin Palandini, Mattia Azadzuk, and also Santiago Alvarez. So they have got plenty of talent in that starting lineup. That's not even to mention some of the guys that they've got off the bench, such as Wade and Fraha. Then for the Australians, Henry Hutchinson, Ben Dowling. They have got Akana Yaki, hopefully I've said his name correctly, first time seeing that man in the side. Jaden Blake, Michael Isley, Maurice Longbottom, and James Turner there as well. So, two strong sides, both wanting to do a little bit better in this competition than they did in the last. I'll have to wait and see whether or not they can get the job done. Now, Australia, they have got home field advantage, although in sevens, you know, it's nice to be on your home turf, but it doesn't make a massive difference in terms of with how quick those games go. Looks like Maurice Longbottom extra fired up for this game, though. One of the experienced heads of this Australian team. Argentina, they will want to start this match quick, get few tries on the board early, just really put the Aussies under pressure. With likes of Marcos Moneta, Luciano Gonzalez, both going to be there in the starting lineup. Alvarez as well. It's going to be interesting, but do let me know, of course, your score predictions, anyone who does have one, in the comments. I am thinking, even though it's home field advantage, and it would be nice to see Australia start well, I do think Argentina, when they find their rhythm, they're almost unbeatable. The question is, can they do it here, or will the Australians be too strong? It is Australia kicking off from right to left, and no. Okay, Maurice Longbottom doing that classic sell of the dummy as if he was going to kick it off, and then he doesn't, but didn't really make a massive difference, other than the fact that Argentina then lost that ball. Like it was almost a knock-on the ground from Michael Isley, but over the ball, Luciano Gonzalez manages to win the penalty for the Australians. Sorry, for the Argentines. We'll get there in the end. These two sides, they have played off quite a bit as of late. And Argentina, they have been doing very nicely in a majority of their head-to-heads over the last couple of years. Argentina are defending Perth Sevens champions. They have just put up on the screen. So last time going down under, they did find success. Getting ready to throw this one in. Palandini going to be about 22 metres out from the line. Argentina 24. Australia 19, says Johan, and hola, vamos Los Pumas, says Tato there, and welcome in. Hope you are doing extremely well. Now going off to the left-hand side. Inside ball to Luciano Gonzalez, tackled low by Hutchinson, but gets his offload away to Azadzuk. Now throws a bit of a loose pass. At the moment, Argentina are retreating, trying to find a gap or at least find some sort of momentum forward. Palandini goes off to Gonzalez, who's very hard to put down. Eventually, tackled by Isley. Now Palandini, short ball. Wade flicks it out the back door to Graziano, and he pumps his legs and falls over the try line. First match of this competition for Argentina, and they have got on the try sheet early with the big number 1. 23 tries in Graziano's career. Quite a short career as well, I should mention, but nice little flick pass out the back door, straight to Graziano, and in a 2-man tackle, they just couldn't stop him from going over and scoring the try for Los Pumas. Kick is also good. 2 minutes gone in this contest. 7-0 at the moment in favour of Argentina. They are, I'm sure, more than happy with that start, but they have to keep that momentum flowing. They can't take their foot off the accelerator. Definitely not in a short format like this. You only have 3 group stage fixtures. You want to be in the top 2. That looked almost a bit high from Luciano Gonzalez. And Graziano, says Luis there. Now going on the short side, Australia have got the position. That was a clear forward pass that the referees have all said it is fine. They're going to try and attack now, Australia. They've got to use that as a bit of luck in their favour and a bit of a lifeline. Here comes Maurice Longbottom. Pierces through 2 tackle attempts. He's making it difficult for the defence. James Turner down the wing. Tries to step. He actually slips over and it works in his favour as Moneta slipped as well. And Australia, off the back of a forward pass, get themselves back into this game now. Chipavo says Daytona. And Moneta, just that stepping of Maurice Longbottom making it difficult. Thought he had James Turner covered. He slips. So does Moneta. And just straight away springs back to his feet. I know it wasn't on purpose, but if he said that it was a good tactic. Get rid of Moneta and make him slip. 7 points to 5. The kick has missed from Australia. So Los Pumas will remain with a bit of a lead here. Now Maurice Longbottom. Ready to kick this one off. Does go about 15 metres or so. James Turner slaps it back in field of play. But they do say it's out on the full. So instead now quick tap from the halfway line for Los Pumas. That'll be a disappointing one for Australia. Just as they took the momentum, they give it straight back to Argentina. These two sides will love some really good points here. And the Perth Sevens, currently sitting 5th Argentina, but they were top of the bunch last year. Australia, they did have moments where they really struggled, but also when they got in a bit of a chain of wins, it worked quite hard to stop. Nice offload coming here from Argentina. Luciano Gonzalez running it backwards, gets it off now to Palandini. He slips, but so does the defence. That seems to be a bit of a trend at the moment at HBF Park. Moneta, he slips. Gets the offload away, though. It's a perfect setup to get it back to Palandini. Graziano thought about the offload. Does get wrestled down. Now Moneta plays halfback. Stepping through, and Luciano Gonzalez scores between the posts. And Argentina get their second. And hi there, Hamish and Fred says, Ria, welcome in. Hope you are doing extremely well. Of course, South Africa just around the corner from having their opening contest. They are going to be playing up against the USA in about 15 minutes time, and we will be covering that game on the channel as well. I should mention we've also got 2 more games after that. Kenya versus Fiji, and then also South Africa versus Australia taking place just after midnight here in New Zealand. Good attack and run there from Luciano Gonzalez. Yet again score another try. He's getting right up there in terms of the all-time leading Argentine try scorers now. 90 seconds remaining. Oh, there we go. They've actually just brought it up as I mentioned that he is second at the moment. He's still got a fair way to go. 230 is the record he's chasing. Currently on 142. And yep, can't wait. Thanks so much, says Ria. Yeah, it will be a very intriguing game. South Africa, they've got a strong looking side for this Sevens league. They're also defending because, of course, they won in Cape Town about a month and a half ago. But Australia are in possession at the moment. 1 minute remaining in the half. Maurice Longbottom passes it across. Looks like it's quite well marked. Wrestled down. That was almost going to be forward as well. Argentina end up with the position. Off to the left-hand side. Here a little bit of Avicii is playing at the ground. I think the DJ's either gone to sleep or forgotten to turn off the music. Either way, it looks like it's actually motivating both of the sides to continue going. Just that little bit harder. Now Tobias Wade going off to the right-hand side. Marcos Moneta, some great pace there. Almost looked like it could have drifted forward, but the hands were back, says the ref. Palandini scores the try for Argentina. Now that's their third. So they're really starting to find their rhythm now. 3 tries so far throughout the Sevens circuit for Palandini this year. That also does include the 2 legs last year. Cape Town and Dubai. Yeah, nice inside ball from Graziano. Just a very handy player at the moment for Argentina. Goes under the radar a bit. Who do you think will win the Super Rugby title 2025? I honestly haven't really thought about it as of yet. I mean, the Blues should be top 4, you would assume, just because normally you like to give the benefit of the doubt to the side that have been in the final and won it last year. But in saying that, the year prior, we didn't see that with the Crusaders. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Right, we will go like this. We will go like this as well. There we go. Now, second half, not too far away from taking place. And then, like I mentioned, the game straight after this one, it is going to be South Africa. They'll be going head-to-head with the USA. I love when I sneeze and it goes blurry. But it seems to happen quite often. The sneezes and the blurriness, I should say. Yeah, we're almost halfway through the live streams that we're doing today for the Sevens. Tomorrow we have got URC. We've got the Sevens as well, including the quarterfinals that are going to be taking place. So plenty more action just around the corner. Now, I will mention during the day, for the ones before the quarterfinals, there is a chance that we won't be able to cover those matches due to cricket. But if it does rain and cricket is called off, then that is when we will be doing those matches instead. So that's the likes of Argentina versus South Africa and also New Zealand versus Fiji. Couple massive games. So if we're home, we'll do them. But if we're not, then I'll either hopefully get a fill-in or we will just have those ones blank. For tomorrow, do you think the Highlanders will have a good year or an all-lose year? I haven't even seen their squad, to be honest. Like, I saw it right when it came out, but I probably couldn't tell you who's actually in their team. But yeah, once I have a decent look, like, I think that the Highlanders are always one of those sides that they've got potential if they can put it together. But some years it just doesn't really work for them. So we'll wait and see. Hopefully they go all right in the adventures. It's going to be slapped back by Argentina, who have now got the possession. Palandini going to the right-hand side here. Graziano going to squeeze through that gap. Gets it away to Marcos Mineta. Palandini. It seems like both sides are struggling to make their tackles at the moment, which is causing a lot of gaps to open up, including this one. Luciano Gonzalez tackled on the 22-metre line. Alvarez comes into play half. Palandini going back across now to Marcos Mineta. Palandini, Alvarez, quick hands to Azutsuk, who does well to hang on to it. Could have easily thrown that one away in Australia. More than likely would have had possession. Palandini again goes off to Luciano Gonzalez. Finds himself one-on-one with Michael Isley. And is dragged down again. Now Alvarez going off to the right. Azutsuk goes to Marcos Mineta. Beautiful spin. Gets the offload to Azutsuk again. Alvarez, quick hands. That will be forward. And they will go back for the scrum. One moment, I am about to sneeze, so we will quickly do that. We are good. And hi, people. Says Nolan there. Welcome in. I'm not too sure what Yangu means, but I see game. So is that like where to watch the game, Nolan? Because if that is the case, then the World Rugby Sevens website is a great option to then see whereabouts in the world your options are. Because, of course, it does depend on what country you are living in. The Highlanders surprisingly won against the Crusaders last May in Dunedin. Says Levi, that is true. I assume you would have gone to that game or at least kept a very close eye on it, Levi. More than likely. Got a little bit of Dance Monkey playing at the ground at the moment in Perth. The DJ's just decided to have music playing throughout all of the games, and that is going to be a knock-on from the Australians. They will go right back for the scrum yet again. Just too many unforced errors here. I think it was Ikanayaki that time who wasn't quite able to hang on to it. Leonardo Gravano, the Argentine head coach, watching on for this game. 5 minutes remaining. Currently, Argentina have got themselves a pretty decent lead. Not too sure what that says for Fede either. In fact, what we can do is we can quickly get the old Google Translate up, can't we? And we can also detect the language. So it is Elguen. Oh, I spelt it wrong. One moment. Elguen Sabi. Tell you what, that is a great run. First of all, from Tobias Wade. And he gets another try. Argentina are on fire at the moment, getting themselves back to back to back. They just decided to use the pace on the outside of Wade, who just was too quick for the defence. We got donde lo puedo ver. I'm not too sure what that means either, unfortunately, sorry. One moment, we are slowly learning. And verlo. Does anyone know where to see it, was the comment from Fetty. How do I help here? Sitio Web Mundial de Rugby. That might help. Maybe not, though. Now, nicely taken there by Australian. They will have themselves the penalty. I didn't go to the game. I watched it from home. Says Levi. And where can I see this match? Says Frank. So, yeah, the World Rugby Sevens website does have your best options depending on where you are in the world. Got a little bit of danger zone playing at the ground again. Now Marcos Moneta. It's going to be a nice step going away to the left-hand side. They are 26 points to 5 up at the moment, and they are looking to continue that dominance. Fraha gets the offload. And now short side, Alvarez. I think they've butchered that one a little bit, Argentina. That could have been another one. Now almost through for Tobias Wade. A lot of pressure on him. And he's ended up dropping the ball. Australia now in possession once more, going through the gap. It's the youngster Dowling. Looks like his legs are starting to give out, but he gets the pass away to Maurice Longbottom. Goes to James Turner. Australia not used to only scoring 1 try and a half. Now that is a lot of open space. And the try. Oh, tell you what, Harvey's almost taken a bit of a tumble there. Sydney Harvey, that is. As he scores the try, his first ever. That is exactly what the Aussies needed in this case. Get themselves another try. But that is not the only one that they need. They need a lot more than that if they want to get back into this match. 2 more tries, though, converted, would get them into a possible golden point situation. I assume is that from Louis saying that about 10 to 12 hours after the match they put it on YouTube? Maybe? Possibly. I really need to work on my Portuguese or my Spanish. All I know is hola, como você está? That's the best I've got. But then I know that Portuguese and Spanish, one of those words gets taken out. That's going to be another try to Australia. They managed to pierce another gap. Australia just trying to rush this at the moment, getting back into this game. Got another kick over, 26 points to 19. A platformer para velo. Is that like weird to watch it? What platform to watch it? Because if you go onto the World Rugby Sevens website, there's a tab called Where to Watch. And that will tell you, depending on where you are in the world, what your best watching option is. But, yeah, I think it does depend on where you are in the world. And now that one is going into touch. It's gone off the bounce, though, so Argentina will have themselves the line-out throw from about 20 metres out from their own line here. Only 7 points separating these two sides now. Argentina, they might look to just use up a little bit more time out of this game. We've got Damien with the question marks. Is that to do with the coverage, Damien, or just the World Rugby website part? Now sitting 10 metres out from their own line here, Argentina. Still 50 seconds left to work with. Marcos Moneta trying to find his way through. Going to be another good tackle, and they have released, but they rip the ball away, and the penalty goes the way of Argentina. Right, we're going to see the replay here. They said to release him. I think maybe Turner slightly, the commentators aren't happy about it, but I do think Turner got slightly more involved there than he should have. in terms of the releasing. I want another camera angle by the sounds of it as well. Now chance again. We hear the full-time siren. So now all that Argentina need to do is get this ball out, get it. And it's going to, oh no, it's knocked on by Australia. They had the chance, or at least it looked like it was a knock on by the Australians, but they've got this ball back. Now Gonzalez goes on the outside to James Turner. He can't score it any closer to the post. There was a knock on from Australia, and the ref said play on. And now there is a chance that this one could go to extra time if this kick goes over from the Aussies. It's not going to be the easiest one for Sargent now. If he gets it over, we go to golden point. If he misses, Australia lose this game by 2. Now lines it up and Sargent gets it over. And we're going to golden point time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is an interesting one. We've got to change the timing of our next live stream very quickly. But I don't think these two sides were supposed to go to golden point. I can tell you that right now. So we're going to go here. We're going to go 7:25, and we're going to set that as a new time for South Africa versus USA. James Turner scores it. And they're just showing the replay there, getting it over, composed with that kick, and he was fired up about it. So are the Aussie crowd. Now we've got the huddles of the two sides. So anyone who doesn't know how golden point works, it means that pretty much whoever scores the first point throughout this extra time wins this game. Argentina, they have already had a big dash early on in this contest. Australia getting the late comeback. Have they got enough left in the tank to be able to do it again here? Both sides looking exhausted, playing about 33, 34 degree temperatures. Not going to be easy, but it's going to be extremely close no matter how this one goes. Marcos Mineta getting those refreshments here is going to be one of the keys for Argentina here if they want to go far in this competition. And also in this match, they need him to find a way of scoring a try. Anyone who is just tuning in now, golden point time between these two sides, a massive opportunity to get those big points on the board. Now, Aiden Sargent ready to kick this one off for golden point time. Whoever scores any form of points, it doesn't even have to be a try. It could be a drop kick. It could be just a kick at the post. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there from Argentina, but they have ended up with the ball again. Australia would be gutting for them to go this far just to then lose it in the final moments. Now, I should mention Santiago Mari also received a yellow card. So Argentina are playing with 6 men on the field. And they will now fire it away to the left-hand side. In fact, that's incorrect. They showed Santiago Mari with a yellow, but there's still 7 on the field. So I think they had a bit of a glitch there. Argentina in position yet again. Nicely passing out to Luciano Gonzalez. Passes on the outside. Just taking contact. Hutchinson eventually manages to drag him down. Argentina up the middle. And they will win this game. Tobias Wade gets the try. Headbutts the ball and victory, I guess you could say. And Argentina hold on. And they manage to win this contest. So they will be sitting at the top of their group. And now we move on to the next game. Taking part in this group as well. And that will be South Africa versus USA. How are New Zealand going? They did win their first game up against the Kenyans. Their next one will be up against Uruguay a little bit later on in the evening. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to check out that next live stream, which is starting very, very shortly. I will see you all for the next one.